G'day Andrew, I'm just going to show you how to replace the PCA board that we've sent you. So this first step here, don't worry about it, you don't need to remove the whole ADF assembly. Jump straight to number 2 and we'll get rid of this, this screw here at the top, which is located here. Just look after the little star washer that's underneath the screw. You'll see it when I pull it out. See the little star washer that's under there? Just remember that one goes on that because none of the other ones have a star washer. So just put that aside. Next step, step 2, need to get rid of all these things underneath. So close that lid, lift up the lid. These are all located under here, so you would come up under here. So there's one screw there, one screw here, one screw here, one screw here, and
Didn't get that screw.
You can see them from the instructions anyway. You know where they are.
Where's the other screw?
They're underneath there, this one here. Right, so let's start off from this side. As you can notice, I've got a good set of hands here, Andrew. You've seen it better in the other video, but this one here, you still can see how good the hands are.
Quentin Tarantino.
Third one under there. Really need to get under to see this bloody one. And the fifth one here. Right, so once all 5 of them removed, next step is removing this bit here, which is located just there. So all you've got to do is push it with your hands and push it out a bit so it unclips from there. Right, then the next bit is this other side. Step number 5, which is located directly on the other side. Now, if you just pop that over the top of that thing there, you can see it's already popped off now, so it's loose. So while it's still loose, all you want to do is just pop that on again. Hold it off a bit. Now we should just go pop the whole section off. That's the only bit you need to take off. Next step is this board here. So go to your second set of instructions that I've given you on how to remove the PCA and wire harness, and just follow the numbers around. So I'll show you now on mine. So first step, we'll remove this one. I just find if you jiggle them from side to side, they generally come out. Be careful, those pins in there, they can bend quite easy, but they're easy to bend back into place, so don't get too worried if you do bend them. 3. These ones here, the wires come out a little bit easier if you just untuck them. Just remember to retuck them at the end. So that's all the connectors off that one now. Don't worry, you can't connect them wrong because they only go into one spot, so undo the 2 screws. Right, so there's the board you're replacing. So take out the old one and save that for HP. Goes back in exactly this reverse order. So there's 2 guides in the middle there, straight over the top. Grab your screws and get this bad boy in first. And then just work your way around putting these things in again. I find it easy to start from this side just because it gets a bit tight around here towards the end, so just make sure they're in well, they can only go in one way. Just make sure they're in nice and solid when you finally push them in. see, I've bent the end pins on this a little bit, so just have to bend them back into place as you're putting it back in. Tuck them back underneath there so they don't get in your way when you're putting the other thing back together. So that's all them put back in exactly the reverse order that we did it there, and just tucked away nicely again. Now all you've got to do is put this plastic cover back on, which is real easy. Exactly the same way we put it in. You might need to up a little bit just to get it in. You should just clip over the top. Like so. Yep, snap nicely back into spot there. And then it's just a matter of doing up those 5 screws again, mate. Oh yeah, make sure you've turned the machine off while you're doing all this.
One with the star washer.
That goes at the top. Right, so that's the 5 that are underneath, and then the one with the star washer we've saved for the top. It goes straight in this top bit. Oops. I've done really well by losing the star washer.
That's what you don't do, Andrew.
This is what not to do. Anyway, once you find the star washer, that just goes back in this top one here.
I'm done.
Yep.
Finished?
Yep.
And Andrew, just in case you thought, this is our dog Vegas. Say hi, Vegas. Say hi to Andrew.